the Sacramento branch of the State Department of Justice. Sadly, no additional survivors have been found. An additional 16 victims were located in yesterday afternoon's efforts and were brought back to our Coroner's Bureau. This makes in total 20 victims who have been recovered and transported to our Coroner's Bureau. Thus far, the victims have only been identified as 11 female and 9 male remains. There were several other victims that were seen by the divers, somewhere between 4 and 6, that are still within the wreckage, but due to the positioning of the boat, they were unable to be recovered before nightfall. Today, efforts will be made to stabilize the boat so that divers can safely enter it, search it, and recover additional victims. Divers will also map a search area based on currents and the debris field, which is about a half-mile in size, in our continuing efforts to recover additional victims and evidence. The FBI, the Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives Division. We do have statements that have been written by the crew members, and the crew members will be interviewed formally today as part of the investigative process, but since the investigation is ongoing, I'm not at liberty to release any of that information right now. Certainly our hope is that we will be able to penetrate the wreckage today, stabilize the vessel, penetrate the wreckage, conduct an investigation, search it, and then recover any remains that are in the boat. In terms of what is outside in the debris field, we just don't know at this point. Obviously, we're going to have to see how many total bodies we recover, and if there are still bodies missing, then we'll have to look further into the debris and the wreckage that's on the ocean floor. Yes, the question was: is it appearing as though the people who are below deck were trapped and unable to exit the vessel? And that does appear to be exactly what happened. That there was a stairwell to get down the main entryway up and down, and there was an escape hatch, and it would appear as though both of those were blocked by fire. The Orange County Sheriff, the Long Beach Police Department that's helping with security. The question was, we mentioned earlier that there were 4 to 6 people seen last night still in the wreckage, but how many people are missing? There's still, at this stage, are 14 people who are missing, and the bodies that are still within the wreckage that were sighted last night just before darkness, and we were unable to recover those last night. So our hope is that we'll be able to recover them today. And it was 4 to 6 is what the estimate was.
See me, and if anybody has any clarifying questions on the information that was presented, I'll stick around.